Welcome, comrades, to Let's Play Papers, Please, the next entry in our Splattercat in the Shorts series. And it's actually a pretty cool game, switching out of my weird geekery right there. I don't even know if I'm any good at that accent. That's just like what people in Command & Conquer used to sound like when I was a little kid. Anyways, Papers, Please is a game that's currently being developed by Lucas Pope that follows the work of an immigration officer on the borders of two warring countries during kind of a Cold War period. It's in 1982, and I wanted to show the game off to those of you who may not have seen it. It's absolutely free, and I will put a link down below. It's currently in beta, so it's not completed. As you can see from the bouncing, I like how the intro bounces with the music right here. It makes everything feel very foreboding. So anyways, let's jump into a new game. I've played through a couple times now. I'm not so good at it. Like, I still massively fail a lot of the time, but I think I can do well enough this time to not actually have my whole family die off. So let's take a look at this whole thing. Stunning picture that perfectly illustrates the text below. Alright, so I guess that's part of the whole thing. It says, congratulations. The October labor lottery is complete. Your name was pulled. Yay, we have a job! That's a lot better than most people are doing nowadays. For immediate placement, report to the Ministry of Admission. There we go, I can read, I promise. At Greston Border Checkpoint. So we're in Greston, I guess. An apartment will be provided for you and your family in East Greston. Expect a Class 8 dwelling. I hope that number system goes up, not down, because if it goes down, we're in trouble. Glory to Arstotska. For whatever reason, it's more fun playing this game in an accent. So we have, every day, we have this little newspaper that tells us things that are going on and things to keep an eye out for while we're letting people through the border. So right here it says that it's open at last. It says after 6 long years, can the Ministry of Admission keep us safe? Usually the weather, if there's any weather problems, would be right here. And families to reunite, so nothing really is going on. So let's walk to work. And so there's us, our shadowy little form, as we go into our ticket booth. It's November 23rd, 1982, and right here is how you're going to play the rest of the game. And I was kind of conflicted about doing this game because I didn't really know if it would be entertaining enough, because this game is really just sitting around parsing through data. And I'm going to be moving really quickly, because if I don't move quickly, we don't get enough people through the gate. And I apologize if sometimes I don't explain why I denied people's passports or why I allowed them through, because I'm not really going to have time to explain everything and win at the same time. So this may not go very well. I'm by no means a master of this game. I probably have a combined total of like 3 or 4 hours played. But every day you get this bulletin from your boss, and it's going to tell you what to watch out for on that given day. It's going to explain what the rules are. And so it says, welcome to our new position, and we have to stamp entry visas, and today only citizens of Arstotska can come in. And so we should deny every single foreigner. Now, if we drag this over here, this is our rules and regulation book. There's a regional map. It has lists of places that people can emigrate from, and it also has just various information that's going to be useful to you. I don't think we're going to need it today because the game only gets more complicated later on. I think about day 8 or 9 is when the game really starts to get stressed. So let's go ahead and open up our ticket taker booth here by clicking this, and then we will take this right here, and we will admit the next person in. And so the first person here, there she is. Papers, please. Finally, I can return home. But imagine that in a female voice. And so this is her entry visa. We can see that she's from Arstotska. And so we're going to pull our little stampy out, and we'll be like, all right, welcome home. And so we're going to let her in. Glory to Arstotska. And so down here, there's a little clock. Every day when this reaches 5 o'clock, our work shift is over. We got to tell the next people to come in. I forgot. By the way, and this game very much relies on heavy workflow. So this gent is from Impor, so that's kind of like Japan, I guess. They all have names like Hi Han. We're going to deny him, so get the hell out, buddy. You and your crazy, ridiculous Sailor Man beard. I do really think that the game, the bleached out colors and everything, really do remind me of old kind of Soviet movies, and I think that he's from Republia, so get the hell out, buddy. And so we just deny him straight out. Now, as the game goes on, we're going to come across more and more things. Unbelievable. Go to hell. I work in a ticket taker booth, man. I'm already there. I am clearly already there, bud. That is a evil villain's mustache if I've ever seen one. And unfortunately, given the regulations, I'm going to have to let this rotund little evil Wario-looking man into our country. So I don't really get to choose. He's got the credentials for it. Now, what happens if you let the wrong person into the country? Everybody here looks very sinister and very unhappy. Oh, he didn't even have his papers, so we just sent him away forthright. Now, I do like the way things are bleached out. We have this little guard over here that helps us, but Republia, so he's automatically denied. Get the hell out. There we go. And everybody looks so sad and miserable in this game. And as the game goes along, they are going to confront us with other tasks like things. Oh, and it's blinking at us. That means our workday is almost over. So our Stotska, she's allowed in. We'll go ahead and let her straight in. You have to get the stamp centered. That is not a part of our job. We're allowed to just completely fail if necessary. And the clock is going around very rapidly on the first day because I think the developers realized that you could totally make a ton of money on the first day if you actually got moving. So glory to our Stotska. And there we go, the end of day 1. So at the end of each day, it'll process everybody. And so, looks like today we lost a grip of money. We only got 7 people through. You get $5 or 5 kopecks or whatever it is that they're paying us for each individual person. Unfortunately, we didn't make enough, so food and heat. I don't understand why they charge us for it being hot outside, but it does kind of make sense given the oppressive nature of the game. It's hot outside, so we take your money. That is what it is. You have your family over here, and different things are going to happen to them, and you're trying to keep them as healthy as possible. You have to buy like medicine and things of that nature. Over here, you have badges and little things that random people give you if you help them. You do have the opportunity to help people, so sometimes you want to let people through the gate that clearly don't have the credentials, and sometimes you want to deny people who have the credentials because they're just bad people. Like sometimes there'll be news articles about Unabombers with certain names from other countries. They'll have all the credentials, but you won't want to let them in because they're horrible human beings, and you'll just take the kind of penalty for doing it. And so we slept, and really all you do in this game is sleep and work. And it's one of those games that, once again, I wasn't sure if it would be entertaining, but I'll try and make it entertaining. So today, it's been a success. We're going to relax our entry restrictions and admit foreigners. That's perfectly fine. And so let's go. November 24th, 1982. There's us walking to our ticket taker booth. Once again, you want to pay attention to the date because sometimes the date will actually get you in trouble. You want to check the expiration date. So it says, Inspector, from today, foreigners with a valid passport are permitted to enter. Your booth inspection hardware is now installed. So we can inspect people now, which is this little thing right here. We can actually click on various things and highlight discrepancies. Now I want to make it clear we are under no obligation to do so. If we find a discrepancy, we can just be like, go to hell and kick them out. So that's probably what I'm going to do in most cases. Oh, my ticket taker was already open. Alright, so let's file that away. And let's do this thing. We've just got to validate everybody's information. So the only thing I think we really have to watch out for right now is that their ISS, which is where they got it from, is okay. Now, I know previously that Kolechia is Vedor, so that appears to be all right. We're just letting everybody in. We're going to see how much money we can make today because we lost money yesterday. I don't know why they charge us rent on a daily basis. Something seems slightly sinister about that as well. Maybe report to the Better Business Bureau if indeed there was one. And this is Ferrari Yejun. He is from Glorian and Antegria. I don't really know if that's there, so let's go to Antegria and make sure. Okay, Glorian is listed under the assigned issuing city, so we can let him in. Hopefully, oh, I didn't check his expiration date. We may get, yep, there it is right there. Citation, invalid expiration date. We can get 3 of these without getting in too much trouble, though, so it's not a big deal. At the end of the day, it's actually in your best interest if you don't have a lot of these just to let people through. He's from the United Federation, Yurko City. I don't actually know... Yeah, so that's an invalid issuing city right there, so we're going to deny that one. And for some reason, this game is ridiculously fun, and I can't really tell you why. It's really just doing a job that nobody actually wants. It's bureaucracy, pure and simple. It's bureaucracy, it's abusive, you're forcing people into like a DUI line. And East Greston, is that part of our Stotska? Let's take a look. And it is. And so we look at the expiration date. Everything appears to be good there. I assume that she's female. There's really no way for me to validate that right now, although later in a twist there is. So we'll issue that and let the next person through. I always find that it's better to put this back on the table of contents before you go any further with a given day. So we have Liam Nilsson, which is very close. The picture doesn't match on this one. If you look at there and there, so we're going to deny him based on the picture. And this game is a game you're going to mess up at a lot. People are going to try and bilk you left and right as you try and get through the gate right here, or as they try to get through the gate. So don't think that you're going to catch all this your first time through. Her picture looks okay. Her expiration date is perfectly good, and she's trying to proposition me for sex. And so let's... let her through! No, her Orvech Konor. I don't know if that's actually a place. Okay, it is. So we're going to let her through. God, I feel terrible. That joke was inappropriate. And so now, let's see what the next person has for us next. And so it's really a conveyor belt. I do like the way that everything kind of files through up here. She looks very jovial. I want to let her through. She looks like she might be someone that cooks baked goods that are delicious. And so she's from Yurko City in Kolechia. I think that's actually not in Kolechia. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, everything looks good, so we'll let her in. Yay! And so we're going to let her and her delicious pies into our country. Damn it. Invalid gender. How was I supposed to? I didn't check. She could just be a very womanly man. You never know. And so she's from Yurko City. Everything looks okay there. The picture's good. The expiration date. Oh no. That guy's running the gate. Get him, guard. Get him. Oh, he threw a pipe bomb. Well, they got... Ooh, that guard, his leg came off. He's got a leg off. That's a horrible way to end your day. Hopefully we get good medical coverage here. I don't think we did very well that day. I feel very much like we lost a lot of money that day. Oh, and I'm already broke. I'm like 3 days into the game, and you can tell how good I am at working in real life, because 3 days into the game, I'm already broke. So let's go into day 3. Hopefully we can sneak our way through. So Kalechian agitators are suspected. So in the storyline, we of our Statska are at war with Kalechia, or like it's the first time we've had peace in like a decade. Just think of it as sort of like the not the Kurds, but think of it as like the kind of Bosnians, or like think of it as just any kind of Eastern European conflict that's been going on in the last 20 years. So let's jump in and see if we can get some kind of money made today, because it is not looking good for us and our family. We are broke as a joke. We may have to emigrate somewhere else if this keeps up. So everyone requires today a valid entry ticket, and they also need their visa. So glory to our Statska, indeed, comrade. Let's go ahead and start the day off here. I always like to have my table of contents with my basic rules right here, just in case. So he's got papers. His entry ticket is valid for the date, which is listed down here. And his expiration date's good there. It's been issued from Vador in Kalechia. I know that's right. And then he is male. The picture matches. And so let's let him on through. And you have to give them the ticket and everything back as well. Cause no trouble. Hopefully we didn't screw up there somehow. I always have this dread feeling because right as they hit this little spot in the animation right there, it issues you your citations. And so that is a killer turtleneck, my man. And so we go to the basic rules right here. You'll see he doesn't have an access ticket. And so we need to go to entry ticket and then highlight the counter. And that's going to request the ticket. Does he have one? Here it is. So see, he's just an idiot and didn't have it ready. And so its date is good. His expiration date is good right there. I don't know if Marmero is in Integria. So let's go to Antegria, and St. Marmero is. And so he should be pretty much good to go, I think. We didn't validate his sex, but I think that might be a little United Airlines for right now. So only those of you from, well, I don't know. Does United Airlines fly somewhere else? I don't know. That was an America joke, though, because they basically rape you before you get on the plane. Anyway, so her ticket is good, and she's trying to proposition us for sex just like other people. She's from Empor, I know for a fact, and Kio does from there. Jovanovic Ava. So I suppose we'll let her through. Everything appears to be good, and I'm trying to keep moving here. One kind of discrepancy isn't going to kill us right now. We haven't had any tickets issued to us, any MOA citations or MOA citations. So this guy is from our, or he's not from our Statska. He's from, and his picture doesn't match, so he's toast. Automatically. I love it when it's easy because that means I just made money for doing very, very little. I like the way that there's no voices either. It actually makes the whole thing feel very dehumanized. I like the way it feels just like, oh, whenever there's chat. It makes everything feel very much like a dystopian type thing. So his ticket's good. His expiration's good. He's from Outer Grouse, which I don't know. Antegria, is that there? Outer Grouse. Okay, good. So I think he should be ready to roll. And part of the game is if you don't know, being able to figure it out very, very quickly. And so I may make this a single-part episode of Splattercat's Indie Shorts. If you want me to do a full playthrough, I can turn it into a multi-part. Please let me know down below. Her ticket is invalid, so we're automatically going to deny her. Hers is for December, and it is clearly November down here, so get the hell away. You're wasting my time here. I mean, I make money whether they enter the country or not, so it doesn't really matter. It's not even noon yet. We're making pretty good progress, but we have to make money today. And greetings, my plumber-esque friend. I guess things haven't been so well over in Japan. They're sending us their plumbers. So he is male. He's from Vador in Kalechia. That seems right. His expiration date is off, though. So his expiration date is in January. So his stuff is old. So we're going to kick him out forthright. Away with you, my good sir. Next up, we've got, let's see. Hey, it's this guy. So this guy tries to trick you like every day, and basically he's just checking that you know how to use the mechanics for the search. So he needs a passport, and so we're going to do that. There's a discrepancy. We're going to interrogate him. He's going to say that he has no passport, and he's going to bounce out. Now this guy's going to come back quite frequently, and every single time he's going to have funnier dialogue. Like he just tries to trick his way through the gate over and over again. I think he's basically like the tutorial to let you know that you have to know how to use the rule book to interrogate people. This next gentleman right here, God, why the long face? He's got kind of a Snape thing going, welcome to potions class. And so let's check real quick first. Everything looks okay right here. Oh, Sun Kaido, that's definitely not from Arstotzka. So he was missing his entry ticket, but I noticed that his issuing city was in another country, so I was able to eliminate him instantaneously. Those are some killer sideburns right there. Those are some sideburns that Wolverine would be proud of, my friend. His picture is on, his expiration date's good, his ticket is valid, his sex is male. We can't really validate that. West Greston, we're going to have to check that one, though. I think West Greston, yeah, okay. So we've got East and West Greston. I think he's good to go. Let's go ahead and put the passport right there, get him ready to go, and away with you. It's weird how they all have shadowy eyes. It's a little creepy. It's got a little bit of a tinge of terror there. That or oppression. And papers, please. And she has no ticket. So by the basic rules, we will ask her for her entry ticket. Wait, is she from... Hold on here. Hold on. Okay, Kolechia, good. So she needs an entry ticket. And if she doesn't have one, we'll interrogate her. I don't know what that is. Then you are denied. Away from my checkpoint. Kolechian bastard. Let's see what we've got served up next. And in a different... This is almost like a Diner Dash-esque game, just with human rights violations. Now, Les Ranadi, Leon Chloe, so her expiration date's good. Her picture looks fine. She's from Republia. I don't really know Republian's locations. So, Les Renati. Alright, so she's good. So we'll go ahead and give her that back. Take it! Take it! We're running out of time. We've got 45 minutes left. And actually that means, okay, we got a citation. It doesn't even matter. At this point, we haven't used up all of our citations for the day, so we could really just kind of rush people through. I'm going to go ahead and he's from here. Everything looks okay. We haven't, that basically at the end of the day, if you haven't used up your citations, just flush everybody through as quickly as possible to make as much money as possible. And we're going to let him through. Doesn't really matter. And we'll probably get cited. We're at the end of the day. I run into this problem too. So non-matching photo. Yeah. Not something I'm overly concerned about right now. So her ticket's okay. And she's from the United Federation in Corista City. That's all good. That's fine there. And she's female. There's no way for me to validate that just yet, so I think she's good to go. I'm relying on my memory here, which you guys know is not so good. I think Corista City is in the United Federation. And that's going to be the end of day 3. Did we make money? We did! We made $20! We made 20 Kopecks. I'm going to call them Kopecks because I like Kopecks better. I could call them... The only other currency that I like better than Kopecks is Kroner. And it's just based on the aesthetic sound. So we've got $20 right now in our bank account. This is a great place to break off our... kind of let's play hybrid. I'm doing the same thing here that I did with, Neo Scavenger. So anyways, if you want to see more episodes of this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I get enough thumbs up, I will definitely continue this. This is the first part of our Splattercats indie shorts of the beta coverage of Papers, Please. And I will see you guys next time, and take care out there, everybody.